What is going on, everyone? This is J7Jace, bringing you my Final Fantasy Tactics movement abilities tier list video. So I'll be ranking all of them based on how versatile they are, and I'll also be factoring in things like how easily accessible they are, as well as JP costs. So with the tiers, S is going to be like the best of the best, D is going to be like the worst of the worst, and I also have this Tabard tier, yet again, for situational, as I believe one of these offers you great things, but it's just too specific or niche, like it's a very particular scenario. So with all that being said, let's get started. Now with Accrue XP or Move Get XP, costs 400 JP, you gotta be an arithmetician or calculator, and it's really not that great in my opinion if you want to level up faster, because you only get 1 XP per tile that you move. Like, you're better off just waiting and conserving CT to get another action, I feel, unless you really have to move out of the way. And yeah, there's that. And you also won't gain XP if you're under the vampire status, if you're berserked or confused, but you know, it's not that rare, you know, especially vampire. So I'm gonna put this in D. They're just better ways to level up, in my opinion, and this takes us to Accrue JP as well. This one's a little bit better, I should say. I'm gonna put this a little bit higher in D. So you get 2 job points per tile or panel that you move, and it's also cheaper. It's like 360 JP if I'm not mistaken. So you move to get your JP. And again, you know, if you're vampire, berserker, confused, it's kind of useless information. You won't accumulate or gain, you know, any JP from it. So yeah, not that great. Now Fly, I'm really disappointed with this one, because I remember as a kid I thought it was going to look so cool. So in the PlayStation 1 version, it costs 200 JP, and in War of the Lions, for whatever reason, it's 5,000 job points, 5 times the cost. And you also have to be a bard or dancer to unlock it. Like, I don't like it. Like, I understand, you know, you can go over any kind of height differences, like you see with the black chocobo. And it's good if you're being surrounded by a bunch of enemies. And it also prevents fall damage, which, I mean, I guess it's better to have it than not have it. But, you know, based on just its cost, and you don't really get that much out of it. Like, other things can do Fly. Can be, I mean, be way better than Fly. Now, if this increased your move by 1 and you can fly or move, you know, slightly further away, then yeah, Fly would be better, but it's really not worth your time at all, unless you want the pretty star. But there's that. Ignore elevation. I like this one. So this is 700 jump points in the Dragoon or Lancer, and you can jump any kind of vertical height. So for example, at Zeekden in Chapter 1, like if you put in quite a bit of time, you can jump up to the top of Zeekden. It's really cool. Do some cool things with it. It just won't help you when you're like jumping a gap horizontally. So ignore height, elevation. It's all vertical. So, but it's still great, or it's pretty good. So 700 JP. Yeah, I'm putting it B. You can do some cool things with it. Now, ignore terrain or any ground. This is what, 220 job points from Geomancer, if I'm not mistaken. So when you're moving through like regular water, you know, nothing like the swamps or the poisonous marshlands fens, like you'll have no penalty for that, which, I mean, there's really not that many water maps, so I don't think it's great, really worth your time. You might as well save up for attack boost or Tangle Vine, or, you know, one of those other abilities. I don't think it's that great, but yeah, there's that. Which takes us to the next one. I think it's bad. You get this from the Mystic or Oracle. Ignore weather or any weather. It's like 200 JP, I think. Now it removes the penalty. So like typically when you walk over things like marshes, the tiles, like you won't suffer a penalty. But if there's like storms, or like, you know, you see the flashes of light with the rain, then you're going to suffer from it. Like, it removes that, and also it also nullify the weather effects of the elementals. So like if it's like thunder or lightning element, you gain like that 25% increased damage, and if there's fire, you'll do 25% less damage. But I mean, it nullifies it. It's like you're only useful in like one map, but all those special mechanics and effects, like I think it's one of the worst movement abilities. I probably should have made an F just for it, but I'm gonna be a little nice. Now, jump +2. I should just go with all these jumps. Jump +1, I'm gonna put in B. Like, it's pretty good. Like, you're gonna find some use for it, especially at like Zaylen. You know, the first time you see Mustadio, when you're doing the Beowulf mission where you have to save Rays, that's gonna be handy. This is also useful when you're fighting Isolde. To jump up top, you don't have to take the stairs. It's so easily accessible, so I like it. Jump +2. It's from the Thief, 480 job points. There are better things, but you do get slightly more jump. Like, yeah, jump +2 isn't bad. Now, jump +3, you kind of have to go out of your way. So for males to unlock this, you have to be a male Dark Knight. And for females, the dancers get jump +3. So that's like 1,000 JP. Really not worth your time. You might as well just get ignore elevation, in my opinion. So I'm putting it at C, mostly just based on like how far you got to go to get it. So not really worth your time. Now, lava walking, this is D. There's only like one map, you know, Mount Brevenia or Brevenia Volcano in Chapter 4. Like, you can move on the lava tiles, you know. Now you can see what magma surge, like the fire elemental geomancy looks like. So you can be like the Avatar or whatever cartoon. So to me, it's just terrible. This one probably is like F- lava walking to me. That's my opinion. Yeah, only one stage. Now, let's get back to the video. Levitate here. This is a unique one because normally when you're in float, you can't go above the lava tiles. But with this levitate from the time mage, you can. It's like 540 job points. Oh yeah, I forgot. These aren't too expensive. They're like 200 each from Geomancer and Mystic Oracle. But yeah, levitate, it's nice because you're going to be one height above the ground, and this will protect you from earth attacks. So like if a monk has Shockwave or Earth Slash, like you'll be fine. And yeah, one height above the ground. I'm gonna put this in C. Like, I don't think it's that great, but it's better than the ones in D in my opinion. Like, it can protect you from damage, so there is that. Life font, you get this from the monk. This is like what, 200 or 300 job points. Life font is also move HP up. So you're going to restore 1/10 of your HP as long as you move at least one tile or panel. And this stacks with the regen, so you can get a lot of passive healing back. Like, I understand you're losing some CT, but it's nice for healing. I want to put this in... I want to say, A or B. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to put in A just because you're restoring MP and you can stack with regen. You can heal back quite a bit. It's really overlooked. So, yeah, I'll put that there. I mean, you can still heal. You know what, B? I'm sorry. You can still heal much better with like chakra and all that, or just regen from an item. There are better things. Like, it's underrated. I don't think it's great or amazing. So, there we go. There's a life font. And also, just like with accrue JP and XP, if you're under Bloodsuck Vampire, Confusion, or Berserk, you won't heal from that. So there's that with life font. Now, move +1 to me is A. It's very, very good. It's so easily accessible. It's you can get it in all the default starting jobs. It costs 200 JP. Like, you can just use move +1. It'll help you out on every single map. Incredible. Now, mana font. I'm gonna put this in. This could easily be your A or S, because if you combine it with the Mana Shield, you know, aka MP Switch, move, like, you can take damage, you know what I mean? Any amount of damage, as long as you have at least 1 MP, and Mana Font will heal 10% of your MP. It's like Life Font, but with magic points. So, but you won't really be that mobile, you know what I mean? Like, I feel I'm a little conflicted. I'm gonna give it A. It's incredible just for that combo. So if you think this is S based on that, feel free. I think it's A. I think it's very, very good, but you're not gonna be that mobile, I want to say. And if you're doing very, very hard battles, like, you know, in the rendezvous missions, like, you're gonna need to move to get close to your enemy, you know what I mean? So A or S, your take. Feel free to disagree on my list. Now, move +3. I know it's a bit out of the way since you can unlock this in Bard. It's 1,000 job points, and in War of the Lions, female Dark Knights can get this. So, 1,000 JP. It's out of your way, but it's just useful everywhere. Like, even if there's like elevation or obstacles, you'll probably get to your destination 90% of the time within 2 moves. So, I like it. Like, incredible. Now, swim, like, you can act in depth 2 of water here. You get it in Samurai, if I'm not mistaken. It's 300 JP. Like, it's better than like these, I believe, in Ath Creek. I believe it's better than these. So yeah, it's D. It's just not that many water maps where you can truly make use of it. I mean, you don't even have to go into the water as well. Like, you can just stay out of it. So there's that. Move +2, I'm also going to put an S. It's really accessible, you know, in the Thief. 520 job points, like, almost as good as Move +3. So I like it in S, personally. Teleport, it's in the Time Mage. 600 job points. Like, it's better than Ignore Elevation, Ignore Height. It's cheaper than that. It's cheaper than Fly. It does that. You just have to move within your character's move stat range. Like, if you go beyond that, like, each tally move, it's like a 10% chance of failure. To me, it's more like 15% chance, because I noticed a huge difference of movement when it came to characters that have base move set of 4 and 3. So I'd love to do a live stream test of that. Like, you know, teleport like 900 times. And, because, yeah, 10% feels more like 15 to me, in my opinion, so. Yeah, definitely great. You know, it's good on all those maps I mentioned, you know, like at Zaylen. I'm like losing my train of thought here. The Golan, like, you know, with Beowulf when you're saving Rays. Interlude, Mid-Light Steep or Deep Dungeon. Like, this is probably the best movement ability for that. Some people will think it's better than Move +3, and there's a good argument for it. It's a lot more accessible too, so yeah. Incredible. Good on Zerchill Falls as well. So Move +3 and Teleport to me are like the best of the best. Yeah. So Treasure Hunter, situational. You can get some incredibly rare and missable items with this ability in Midlight's Deep. You know, we can't forget Noveska Temple's Escutcheon 2. Lordly Robe or Lord of Robes. Or Robe of Lords. So yeah, it's not amazing, like, but it's not bad. So that's why I have Treasure Hunter, a move fight item in situational. Like, you get it in Chemist for 100 JP. Like, I'm aware about the bravery. It's based on your brave stat. Like, the lower the bravery, like, the better chance you'll get for that rare item. But still, super specific scenario, but you can get those awesome items. Now, water walking or moving water, this is like, what, 420 JP? It lets you stop on top of water, you know what I mean? Which is cool, but, I mean, even then, I don't really like it. Not that many maps with it. And you can still get poisoned, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're on top of it. So, I don't really like that. Yeah, so this was my movement abilities tier list video. Let me know what you think of the placements. If there's anything you would change now, just don't put like lava walking in S tier, and I think we're pretty good. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And, like always, I wish you the best when it comes to health, wealth, and happiness. Take care, and all the best to you.